It's Shark Week and we're at the beach. Hi, I'm Dayna and this is Dayna's Music Notes. So me and my family, we love the beach. And where we live in Texas, we're just a little over an hour away from Galveston, so we do go there quite often. But this year, 2 of my kids and 9 of my grandchildren, me and my husband, went to Florida. And it's hard to beat a Florida beach. I mean, the kids, they play really hard and they sleep really hard too. My husband also loves to fish in salt water, and he did quite well for us this year. We also found some shark teeth and had a lot of fun on the beach at night. And then check this out. This guy caught this on this not too far on the beach from where we were. So that's pretty scary. So now that we're back home, I just wanted to show you my dining room. I do like to trade out my dining room with the seasons, and I think I've said in a past lesson that summer is my favorite time of year. And so I think it's just really a fun theme to decorate with. You've got, you know, just some island stuff, and you've got just beach, lots of beach pictures, shells, just really fun things to decorate with. My favorite colors together are blue and green, and I think that's because it reminds me of the colors of the ocean. I hope you enjoy your summer as much as I do, but right now let's go ahead and head into my music room for our lesson today. There, so welcome back to my music room for another lesson. You know, it's always nice to get back home after vacation, but we sure are going to miss those Florida beaches. But so with my shark and beachy theme going today, we are going to start reviewing our scales. And how does that relate to the beach? Well, fish have scales, right? So we're gonna, we haven't done that in a while, so we're gonna do a warm up with our scales. And then next I'm gonna teach you about double sharps and double flats. And sharps, think of sharks. They have a lot of sharp teeth, so there's your sharps. Flats, so my husband's a big fisherman, loves to go to Galveston and fish, and he tells me that the best time to fish is when the ocean or the bay is calm, just like a lake, so it's flat. So there's your flats. So you know what, let's go ahead and get started with our warm up today. Hey, before we get started with our lesson, I just wanted to show you all one more kind of fun thing. So first of all, check out these nails. You know how I love my fun little Color Street nails. This is called Mermaid Brigade. And I didn't realize it till after I put it on, but this was a gift from my sister-in-law, and look how perfect my nails go with it. So I am definitely using this cup today. But next of all, whenever we go to the beach over the years, we have loved to collect shark teeth. And this little box I've actually had from the time I was a little girl. And so I had a bunch of coins in here. I pulled them out, but also got several shark teeth that I have found over the years. All of these, well, not all of them. I think most of these were from Galveston. But we always kind of made it a competition, and these are my husband's. So yeah, I kind of think he won the whole thing. Let me put this down a little more so you can see them all. Look how many. And a lot of them are really big. So I thought that was super cool. So anyway, like I said, it's Shark Week. Okay, so let's review our scales, and I'd like to do them a different way today. So instead of by order of sharps, C, G, D, A, we're going to do it in order of sequence. So we'll start with your C, no sharps. Then just move up one note to your D. D has 2 sharps. E has 4. Remember, F, our newest one, has a B flat. Fourth finger over. Our G has 1 sharp. A has 3. And our last one, B, has 5. And the chord has 2 sharps. And then today I want to teach you a new scale. So it's the scale of B flat. So our F had 1 flat. Our next one is B flat. So you're going to start with finger 2 on the B flat, do a thumb under, then it has an E flat, and then your first, third, fifth tone is your B flat chord. Okay, so now let's look at what a double sharp is. So a regular sharp just raises your note by a half step. So if this is an F, this is an F sharp. A double sharp, which looks like this, kind of like a X with little pointy ends on it, raises it by 2 half steps. So here we have a C, we have a C sharp, and we have a we have a C double sharp, which is the same as a D. So here we have an F, F sharp, we have a F double sharp. Oh, actually they're looking at these two. So E double sharp would actually be the same as an F sharp. And so you might ask, well, why not just call this a D instead of a C double sharp? And it all has to do with the diatonic nature of the music and that's in a certain key. And diatonic just means that you use a letter name once in a scale. So just know that sometimes a double sharp is needed because that letter name can only be there once in a scale. So they have to name it something else, if that makes sense. But so notice here, all of these are double sharps. That's what they look like in music. Okay, and then next we're gonna back up here and learn about the double flat. So a double flat is easy to spot. It's just 2 flats side by side. And same thing as the sharp, except it's going to lower it by 2 half steps. Or 2 half steps is the same as a whole step. So if you look at this note right here, it's a C, but it's also a D double flat. If we look at this note right here, it's an F double flat, and it's the same as an E flat. Okay, so now let's go look at that over on my piano. Okay, so now let's look at double sharps and double flats. So if you're on C, here's your C sharp. A sharp steps up a half step. A double sharp would just be your D. So C double sharp, you go up 2 half steps, you've got a D. Same thing for your flats. Let's start on a B. And here's your B flat, but a B double flat would be an A. So there you go, easy peasy. So to end our lesson today, I have 3 sharp songs. And the first one is pretty easy to play. The second one, we won't do the whole thing. It's a little bit of a challenge, and these are beginner piano lessons. And then the third one, you'll know very well. So let's get to it. Okay, with this first fun song, we're going to try the shark. If you'll notice in the bass clef, it starts on that low G. Now this is a middle C. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3 G. So it's actually the lowest G on your piano, because if you'll notice, it says left hand 1 octave lower than written. So we're right here. You're going to start nice and soft. So you're going to play that low G for a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next note is an A flat, so the black key right next to your G. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, same 2 notes, but now we've got half notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next line, we're going to do quarter notes. And then also notice your dynamics there. We're starting with a crescendo. So we were at soft, and we're going to get louder until you see the forte, and then it's going to, it has a diminuendo, so you're going to get softer again. So let's try that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to softer. Now your left hand is going to keep doing that, where your right hand is going to play, here's your middle C, it's going to play G, 2, 3, 4, finger 2 on the D, 2, 3, 4, and then a G with your pinky. And notice the staccato and the accent. So you're going to pop it, and it's going to be nice and loud. And then notice the rest of those next 2 measures are just rest. So let's put that together. And then it goes back to soft. Repeat that. Okay, the next page now. All right, so notice on the next page, now remember it did say 1 octave lower throughout. So we're staying down here, and the top line is also being read in the bass clef. So you're going to hit your G, D, G, D. And in our last lesson, when we talked about intervals, notice that's a 5th. So you just pop it. Now move up here, and we're going to play the black keys. E flat, A flat, E flat, A flat. And then you do all of that again. And then right back to what we were doing before. Except we're an octave lower now. And then we're going to end the way we started. So that very last line, we've got half notes again. And notice the ritardando and diminishes, the diminuendo. So we slow down and we get to extra soft. So that's just a fun little song for y'all to try at home. Okay, my second shark song I've got for you is called Shark Frenzy. It's quite a bit more difficult than that first one was, and so just do as much of it as you can. But for this one, you're gonna still kind of notice that same theme, kind of reminds you of Jaws, the music from Jaws a little bit. But this time we're starting on this G instead of the lower one right here. And we're going to go from G to A flat. And now we've got 8th notes. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now just like the last song, notice your right hand is playing in the bass clef. So that's actually a B. Your thumb is on this B, and you're just going to go right here. So again, just like we talked about last week, we've got some harmony. So let's try it. We're starting off mezzo piano, so soft. Now a little louder. Now this next note is a B and a D sharp. And then in that last measure of the top line, we're going to just add a G on top. And notice now we're up to fortissimo. So let's put all of that together. Measure, you're going to actually play, this is called a C minor, and next week we're going to talk about minor chords and minor scales, so stay tuned for that. But for right now, a C minor is just a C, an E flat, and a C. And then our left hand, that note is that low C, and you're just going to go C, F sharp, G, C. So to put that together, so we're going to put all that together from the beginning. right, this next part, you're going to be up here on G. So now that's a little tricky, but try that over and over before you add the left hand with it. There's an E flat, there's your natural sign. And then your left hand was here, but now your left hand is going to do a D flat, G to A flat. And now we're on that third line, and this, what we've also talked about in a past lesson, is a chromatic scale. So you could practice a little of your chromatic scale here. So you're just going right down the line. All right, I'm going to put all that together, actually just from the second line. Okay, so we're at our C minor. Back to the first. Just repeat all of that. We'll do from that there. Oh, actually, let's skip over to the last page because it's got a kind of a fun ending. So on the second page, look at the next to last line. We're on a D flat here. And then that last thing, you go to a high C, that's called a glissando. And that's the way it ends. So that one was really fun. And then our very last shark song that I have for y'all is, I'm going to teach you just the beginning part of the theme from Jaws. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I'm almost positive there's a copyright on it and I'm going to get in trouble for that. But let's just look at the very first part. You're going to start on this E and you're going to go back and forth. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And your next measure, you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then that's going to repeat 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you can get louder and speed it up a little. And then your next part is you're going to do an E flat, a G flat, and then a D flat on top. All right, so let's try that from the beginning. So there you go. Y'all have fun with that and don't go in the water. Well, that concludes our lesson today. And right now I'm going to go watch one of my shows that I've recorded from Shark Week. My favorites are the ones about great whites, but that's why I do not go in the water anymore. But y'all have a great week, and I hope to see you next Monday. Thanks for watching.